Hey guys, what's up? It's munclesonkey, and today there was the update of the Instance God Wars, and also they added the hard mode Bandos. So me and a friend decided to give hard mode Bandos a try, and I can say it actually lives up to his name. Surprisingly, I thought this wouldn't be too hard. I brought supplies for kind of a longer trip, not bringing a whole ton of food, and that turned out to be a grievous mistake because we only got nearly 3 kills, but I ran out of food right before I could get the third kill, so unfortunately we only got 2 kills. But this boss actually is very hard. On the first kill, you'll see me and my friend really don't know what we're doing, and we get a ton of damage. If you've done the quest The World Wakes, the Bandos use similar attacks. One of the ones is when he says Grador Smash, and he smashes the ground and a whole bunch of rocks fall. And you can kind of see the shadows on the ground of where the rocks are going to fall, and they hit about 1,000 damage each, so it's really important to not stand under those rocks. I will tell you guys a slightly viable strategy that we figured out for the third kill, and almost got the third kill with really no food left. Or hardly any food left. He also uses an attack where he says Bandos Protect, and you don't want to attack him when he says that because most of the damage will be reflected back to you, so that's not a good time. And also when he says Grador Smash, he will also smash you and do a lot of damage to the person that is attacking him, and then the rocks will fall from the ground, of course, and do a ton of damage. So it's really important that you run around when all those rocks are happening. So the strategy that we found out worked the best is because he does hit constant 1000s. He deals a lot of damage to whoever he's hitting. So unless you feel like you can tank that, which I don't think most people can, and as you can see, I went through over half my food just on that first kill. Unless you can feel like you can tank that, which I don't think most people can. The best strategy that we found, and how we nearly got 1/3 kill with really no food left, is the person he was attacking runs away, and the other person deals damage to him, kind of like the Sarah boss before EOC. If you ever went there duo and tried to melee the Sarah boss, you could one person would run away while she was attacking that person, and the other person would attack her and deal damage. So that's kind of the method to the madness here. You also want to make sure you have a lot of food. Maybe only bring a couple overloads. I also brought the Penance Aura, which seemed to help because you take so much damage here. So the Penance Aura helps a lot with really recharging your prayer, so that's something you want to keep in mind. I was using a Maul and Bandos at the moment. I'm sure Drygors can do a lot better damage. If you want, you could even bring someone who's more of a tank. Maybe he doesn't have Drygors, and have him bring like a Rapier and then a shield. If he has a Divine, although I don't think anyone has a Divine and no Drygors, but say someone could bring like a Bandos War Shield, and then Bandos could attack him, and he wouldn't take as much damage because of the shield, and then he could run away, and say someone with Void and Drygors could smack on Bandos while that was happening. But just like the Sarah boss of old, if you run too far away from Bandos, he will switch to the other person. If you stay within melee range of Bandos, he will attack the same person the entire kill, but if you run too far away, he will switch on to the other person. That's something you keep in mind. As I said, it might be a good idea to just have someone who's more in tank gear, and he could try his best to stay relatively close to Bandos, but still not being hit. As you can see on the screen, when Bandos does do the smash attacks and when the rocks fall down, it just causes so much damage, so that's something you really want to watch out for. Also, I would recommend Protect Melee over Soul Split if you are the one trying to tank, because I think subtracting 500 damage per hit, because he hits like 1,000s, is a lot more important than healing a little bit. But if you're not the person that's trying to tank Bandos, make sure to have Soul Split on, because that will help a lot. Also, if you have a Vampirism Aura and Vampirism Scrimshaws, those can help as well. So I did have pretty good melee defense gear, and Bandos still absolutely tore through it. I have not tried the regular Bandos yet, just the hard mode one. Also, something you might want to keep in mind is it's 250k loss per hour to use this room. To go into the Bandos hard mode instance, you have to pay 250k, and then you can have it for an hour. So you might want to make sure you are properly geared and have a good setup so you can get a good few kills in. Jags also stated that the drops have been changed, so that the drops are now more valuable. We didn't really see any instance of that because we just got the same old drops that Bandos always dropped with our few kills there, but it was only a very small sample size, so it's quite possible that Bandos dropped some really good items. I just did not see any of those personally because I only got 2 actual kills in. But if you do see I would be interested in if anyone gets some hard mode Bandos kills in and tells me what they got and how good the loot is from hard mode Bandos. I would be very interested to see that myself, to see if it's worth killing compared to the regular one. So that's all of this video. Hopefully I can give you guys a few tips. As you can see, I had no idea what I was doing going in, but after a little bit of killing Bandos, I have a slightly better idea of how to do it, and hopefully you can use some of that knowledge to kill hard mode Bandos yourself. Just keep in mind that it is significantly harder than the regular Bandos. That's all for this video, and farewell.